All right, guys. So we need to talk about this Jonathan Taylor situation going on because it is fucking wild. So first, let's start off by noting that Jonathan Taylor, like many running backs right now, are fighting for more money. They're fighting for more security, I guess is a better way to put that. Because owners have been reluctant to give running backs significant extensions that they deserve. And they've kind of just used the strategy of just slapping them with the franchise tag once their rookie season's up and then letting them walk. But by that point, their body might be already bruised and broken and whatever, right? So running backs have seen this trend and they are fighting back. And Jonathan Taylor is no exception to that. Now, where this situation becomes interesting is Jonathan Taylor's agent. Jonathan Taylor's agent and the owner, Jim Irsay, have recently gotten to a little Twitter spat that culminated with Jonathan Taylor asking for a trade. Now, Jonathan Taylor's agent basically commented on the environment of running back salaries and basically said that it's not fair. These guys deserve it. It's not in good faith, right? Because before he made that comment, Jim Irsay went on Twitter to basically say that it was ridiculous for running backs to get special privileges because the CBA had already been discussed, negotiated, it was signed, sealed, delivered, and it's ridiculous for running backs to have any sort of exception to that rule. So then Jonathan Taylor's agent replied to that or retweeted that and said that, hey, like, this is kind of not fair. This kind of fucking sucks, right? For running backs. And he basically said that it wasn't in good faith. The same verbiage that Jim Irsay used. He said it wasn't in good faith to do this to your players. Okay. So more Twitter, shenanigans occur, and the agent keeps making some comments. And then all of a sudden, yesterday, we see that Jim Irsay pulled up to practice in his van, RV, whatever the fuck that was, and basically had a special meeting with Jonathan Taylor. And we don't know what was said inside of the meeting, but we do know that after the meeting, a few very, very interesting things happened. First off, Jonathan Taylor pretty much immediately requested a trade. So, probably didn't go so well in the meeting. And then Jim Irsay went on record saying a few very interesting things. He said that he told Jonathan Taylor that nobody treats his players better than he does, which is just not true. I mean, look how Andrew Luck was treated all those years in Indy. But he also said that if Jonathan Taylor was out of the league tonight and Jim Irsay passed away, that nobody would miss them and that the NFL would go on. And I think that really does a great job of summarizing the way that running backs are just overlooked. They're just kind of seen as an afterthought for NFL owners. Because do you think Jim Irsay, if in a contract negotiation, would ever have said that to Peyton Manning? You're out of your fucking mind if you think that. So, situation is pretty crazy right now, right? And it begs the question of now that Jonathan Taylor has requested a trade, will he get traded? Jim Irsay has said no, but again, he said other things as well. And if he does get traded, who would be some teams that would be both willing to compensate Jonathan Taylor contractually and give up enough assets to acquire him? In my opinion, the only team that really makes sense for this would probably be the Bears. They do have a plethora of picks over the next couple of years. They do have some money, and I think Jonathan Taylor would really make that Bears offense pretty damn exciting. They might be willing to do it. Outside of the Bears, though, I really just don't know what team has the combination of cap space, draft assets, and willingness to go get Jonathan Taylor and pay him. That would kind of be a mystery to me. But I think that Jonathan Taylor's situation is just another situation for running backs in which they are just fighting and fighting and fighting. And unfortunately, as of right now, they're really just getting the short end of the stick. Because for all intents and purposes, Jonathan Taylor is one of the best running backs in the entire NFL. I know he, got injured last year, but the year before that, he was amazing. And you would think, especially with the Colts having a rookie quarterback in Anthony Richardson, they would want to not only keep but extend their existing star offensive players around Anthony Richardson to keep his life as easy as possible. And to be completely transparent with you guys, like, I sort of get it from a managerial perspective about paying running backs. I understand the data that says that they kind of fall off a cliff and that it's not, And most of the time, it's not really successful when you give a running back an extension like that. But at the same time, I understand the frustration from the player's perspective where you're putting, you're busting your ass, you're competing for your football team, you are scoring touchdowns, getting a lot of yards, and then when it comes time to get paid, the owners are hesitant and they're willing to kind of just let you walk, or, which is the practice that has been used recently, just slap the franchise tag on you and just call it a night after a year or two. I don't know where this Jonathan Taylor situation is going to go. I really hope that he gets his wish and getting traded, because it looks like the the relationship with Jonathan Taylor, his agent, and Jim Irsay is just not repairable at this point. So I really hope he gets out of Indianapolis and is hopeful and is able to secure some money and get an extension, done. But I just don't know where this is going to go. So let me know in the comments what you think of this Jonathan Taylor situation. I just want to make a quick video to just address it all. And, getting really excited. Football season is coming up. So hopefully this issue resolves itself before we're too far into the year. I love you guys. Please subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.